Yo, black swans in a duck pond right now.
Shut up.
Right now, She call me right now, yeah, right now, yeah, right now, yeah. She call me right now, yeah, right now, yeah, right now. Send it straight to voicemail, like you in a bit. You just call me at the wrong moment. That's it. Is it her? Is it me? Cause she got me daydreaming, chasing G's. Is it her? Is it me? I can sleep.
How did you meet Darren?
In the PE locker rooms.
PE locker room. We found out about a song.
It was me, Zach. I was hanging out with Zach at the time.
And then I was there and I was like, yo, you guys listen to this song too?
Yeah,
and
someone was playing it. I
Someone
don't know
was
who was
playing.
playing
And then Zach was singing along to it and I was singing along to it. And then that's pretty much how we just met. So I guess you could say like music. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. It's like bonded us.
You started making music when?
I'd say like probably like senior year of high school, or like kind of just like fucked around with it in senior year of high school, and then it kind of just progressively got like up and up, you know, like we started taking it a little more seriously.
But Isadora, we were just kind of like
fucking around,
having fun, doing shit.
Oh yeah, because you guys had shows, right?
Yeah.
With Isadora.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember actually.
But that was like I mean, we did, you know, make music, but I'd say that was more like a side project or just something we just did for, you know, like
just,
almost shits and giggles.
Yeah, we're just like, fuck it, like.
Yeah.
And where did you guys make it? Because I think I used to work out of a car, right?
Yeah, no, like fucking humble beginnings. Literally in a car, running in a car. It'd be like
off our iPhones.
It'd be like fucking 1 a.m. in the morning. The windows are all like fucking fogged up, like 5 dudes just sitting in a car.
Hot. And then like from there, like we just mostly fucking in our cars because we'd meet up at Saeed's house, hang out, and then do shit out the cars, basically. I remember the like how it happened. I think it was me, you, either that or some shit, and like Ali, J-Mac. I remember Kalen was part of it for a bit.
Yeah.
And then
it all started with type beats. Like we were just going on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we just looked at type beats, like, you know, we could like do something, and then
we were just like, yo, let's make music.
Yeah.
For fun one time. And then we did it one night. Right. I don't know if we got that far.
but we were just like,
and then we liked it, so we were like, alright, okay.
What do you guys rap about? I mean, obviously rap is like very, like the whole genre itself is semi-artificial because it's talking about like, you know, this and that, you know? But in general, where do you at least try to pull from?
I would just say like literally just talking about fun shit. It's like not really a representation of what I do in real life or whatever like that, but it's just like a certain energy or vibe that I'm trying to go for. It's just, I just wanted to match the tone while I rap.
And like, for me, I pull from like personal experience and shit, and just like shit that I do, and like shit that happens. And I don't know, kind of introspective, but at the same time, like I try to make like a statement to kind of steer away from super introspective shit, but at the same time, like I like it, so.
Yeah.
Do you guys think you had a good balance of both on Black Swans?
Yeah, I think we did.
I think, yeah.
Like right now, it's literally kind of almost like, you know, like I wouldn't say typical, but it's like definitely, you know.
It's a lit song. It's our lit song.
It's just like a, you know, like a catchy song. It's like literally made to like just stay in your head. But then we did like 6 Feet Deep, and that was kind of like the very introspective, like for me, like we literally decided for it to be like a breakup song, like just mid-recording, just some shit happened and I was like, alright, so yeah.
Literally, yeah, it was like hella spontaneous, I guess. Like that shit, just the way the song came up, like was hella quick.
Yeah.
And like basically the whole EP was hella fast.
Yeah. Basically, I was just bored one day, and I was like, hey, like, I have beats, let's make an EP.
Yeah, I thought he was just coming to hang out. And then he walks through the door and tells me, like, hey, let's do an EP. I was like, all right, I guess. Like,
and then we literally just worked on it all night. Or, like, all night we finished one song, and we were like, you know what, fuck it, let's just
finish the entire shit, like, right now.
I literally, like, we worked halfway on the second track,
Slept
the
over.
next morning we just finished that shit.
It took 2 days.
Like,
one full day.
Just even in like a half of a day in hours or like yeah.
It was hella fast.
Yeah, it wasn't like,
and like
we just did it. That's all.
Do you think since you wrote lyrics for a hardcore band, do you think that it's different writing lyrics for hip hop and like rap?
For the most part, I mean, I write the same either way. Well, not exactly the same, but I think the process is pretty much the same, because I think rap and like hardcore, they go like hand in hand. I think they're basically the same. That's how I see it. And like when I was writing for Infirmary, like that was basically me writing raps and shit. So I don't know. I don't think it's too different.
For the latest thing that you did, because you put out one song and you put out a whole EP. How did you guys? How long did it take you to write that, and like how'd you do it?
You were working on the EP for
I was working on it for a bit, because like I had the beats and shit for like a while, like a few months, and then I always told myself like, well, I just be working on beats and shit. I just keep working on beats, and I was like, all right, this is the last one, and I'm gonna cut myself off and like just start writing and shit. But like I kept making beats. So then like I just kept pushing it off, because I never really had like a date to put it out by. Like I started writing for it, I think it maybe took like, I want to say maybe a couple months, maybe a little bit more, just because I'd have times where I'd be like, yeah, I want to put it out by so and so, and then like I'd just be like, nah, like I don't want to rush this shit. So I just like delay a bit, write some more, and get it all finished. And then like I had to get all equipment and shit. So yeah.
So on the self-titled, that's the song, the self-titled song from the album, that was you playing guitar.
Yeah.
How did you write that melody? Because I'd never seen you play guitar before. Or like I have, but not like where it could fit in a song like that.
I was just playing shit out, and I was just like figuring out whatever I wanted to sound like, if it sounds good or not. And then I was gonna get Jorb to help me. I was like, yo, help me write like a song with some guitar in it. But like I think that day I told him about it, and then I was like, fuck it, like I'll just try like right now and try to get something, and I got it done.
He Jordan, he really works on, or used to, like he mainly like that whole EP he did on Ableton.
Yeah.
But for me, like I use FL
He's
Studio,
on FL,
which is
oh.
I use the VST on Purity, which is known for its like, you know, the plug beats. Like when I do my songs, I try to find out the main melody first. I use the minor like 9th chord on the piano roll, and you just place it down, and basically I just put down a simple like piano first, and then I just start overlaying it with a lot of other instruments until I get a sound that I like, you know? And then it just all goes on from there, you know, figuring out like hi-hat patterns, like 808s and stuff like that, snares, shit.
Yeah.
Who did you guys listen to the most growing up? And who are you guys most influenced by now?
Okay, when I grew up, like, I think like on the radio, I immediately like Kanye fucking West. Literally, like when I heard Heartless for the first time when I was a kid on the fucking radio, I was like, yo, this shit's crazy, you know? And I've like spent so much of my time like listening to Kanye West as a kid, and it kind of just grew from there. Like we listened to a lot of weird fucking shit like from middle school like up until now.
Yeah, I was like shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, middle school is just like, I don't know, I feel like what influences like music now, it's just like the diversity of music that we listen to like from middle school up, because it really evolves, and I felt like I was just listening to so much different shit like back then, and it kind of just like made me appreciate all genres of music.
I would say Kanye too. And like,
I mean, come on, let's be real.
Yeah,
like, Kanye West.
I feel like he's everyone's influence, which is like, it's not wrong.
I mean,
it's just fact.
Yeah, he's not a goat now, like, but like the shit that he did.
Yeah.
It will. Come on.
Cause like, I think the thing for me was like the coming up of Kanye, cause like he was producer for fucking Jay-Z and shit, and then like no one knew he rapped too. So then that thing is like got me thinking like, dude, he's producing his shit and then he's rapping over his shit. So like,
yeah,
I feel like that's a big influence. I listen to like the Smiths a lot, like when I was a kid. So like I feel like that the type of writing is probably like ingrained subconsciously in my mind somehow. But
I mean, of course, like, you know, like Cranberry Secure, like all that shit, you know. Yeah,
honestly though,
no, like, dude, like Young Lean literally pioneered.
They started that shit. Like
he literally changed. Not a lot of people give him credit for it. He literally like changed rap forever, and just like that whole like group did really.
Cause there was a whole like internet thing, like, cause they're from fucking Sweden and they started rapping.
Yeah, and it's like,
and they blew up.
I guess maybe like it's even like looking at Young Lean's progression as an artist. It's just like, really.
That's one thing
inspiring.
I like to look at is like the progression of artists, because like from Kanye, from like College Dropout to Jesus is King. Well, not necessarily from there to there, but like it's cool to see that progression in the artist, because it's like you can see what's going on.
It's like these artists are like constantly breaking out of their like comfort zone, I would say, and that's just like really like inspiring.
Yeah,
I guess you could say like for us, like when we started Isadora, we kind of like broke out of our comfort zone. We started making things that weren't really like we made in Isadora, you know.
How much would you say that your guys' friends influence your music or your decisions when being like creative?
Well, I would say like I mean, obviously like my friends, like they inspire us, you know, like listening to like what we make, like, you know, we got fucking Eightfold Path, you know, we had Infirmary, you know, Lil Glock Shawty, and it's like just listen to like everything that your friends make. It's just like, wow, like my friends did this shit.
Yeah.
And it's like
even like Isadora, just like the way that we're all like hella different, like the way we rap and shit and write is like way different from each other.
Yeah, it's like,
which is like it's cool to see, and like it kind of pushes you to try different shit and like try to better yourself.
You know, I'm the on the streets, I can tell you, bitch, know who I be. She wanna be the MVP, you know, they say
it's like despite all the different like genres and
like the different influences everyone takes from different places.
Like, we're all like, wow, like look at what my friends are doing, and they're like vice versa, and it's just like, you know, shit's sick. That's all.
I don't know if it's just like us, but like trying to make music, it's not that hard to make it cool, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
The way I see it, it's like I really don't care, or I mean, it does matter a bit, but it's like I'm not really doing this for anyone else, but for myself to enjoy it. That's what matters the most to me. I want to do it because I like how it sounds. Yeah. And it's like, if you don't like how it sounds,
and I feel like that's what matters most.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like I don't really care about your opinion. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you like, you know, that's your problem, you know? Like everyone has a different sense of opinion, but what matters most is that I like it, and that's literally it.
And like kind of on that, it's like not exactly the reason I make music, but like a lot of it is like to like express yourself and get like those feelings that you have like kind of onto paper and onto a different like medium to do shit.
It just feels so like satisfying, like just that whole process, like, you know, I want to make a song.
You have an idea.
And you have an idea, and you get to like fully like express that idea and like bring it into reality.
It out, and then it becomes like a real thing.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
What are other interests that you guys have that you think has a role in the way you make music, or just you as a person in general?
I'd say obviously like fashion like has a big part of it even goes towards like the type of music I make. Obviously it would be weird if I was wearing like, I don't know, like Abercrombie and Fitch and like joggers and shit and making the music I'm making right now. Like imagine
that'd be
like
sick. That'd be kind of crazy.
I mean, people do it good. Tissa Korean. Come on, man.
I mean, the thing is, I feel like he's just doing it just like
for shit.
Because
yeah, but it's like, I don't know. It's just like, you know how music you express yourself. Fashion is another way to express yourself.
And I feel like those two do go hand in hand.
It's like, I would even go far to say as like, by like how we dress, you can kind of tell like what type of music we make, if that makes sense, you know? This man's wearing a gold chat, and you already know what type of music he's into. You already know what type of music he's listening to, you know?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of it is just the culture and like kind of the mindset. Cause like being a skater back then, like it was hella like, oh, that's punk. He's a punk for fucking skating in this place or some shit. And like, it's a different mindset because you're being subjected to being some sort of like outcast when like, I don't know, you might not necessarily be one, you know, you could just be a skater, you like to skate, but like you're just kind of put in that box and shit.
Because we both like, well, I mean, I don't as much as you, but we both skate, and you kind of see like, it kind of connects the music in the way like, the style always changes, you know, like skating used to be, you know, like fucking, like, you know, big pants, like just like, you know, baggy shit. You didn't care what you wear, and now all of a sudden all the skaters are like,
they're trying to check shit and be like, oh, like,
yeah, look at me, like look at my shit, look at my shit that I'm wearing while I'm skating. Basically, it's like that.
So yeah, I think a lot of like culture it just changes a lot, and like
you just have
the
to
thing I don't like to see is like people like to take from cultures without actually knowing shit about it. Which is
fuck you, like just fuck you shit.
But then again, like you can't really blame them. Like that's just kind of the pop culture of now, you know.
But it's like there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it.
Yeah, and like there's a way to appreciate something and like have some knowledge of it or some shit, and just like, I don't know, have the respect for that type of shit.
So how did you guys get your names then?
For a cool minute, I had no like name.
Yeah,
like,
if anything, it was just Sath.
Yeah, I had no idea like what the fuck I was like, I didn't really care at the point. But then I was actually I was playing a game. I was playing, you know, Castlevania, right? Do you know the game? So basically, one of the antagonists or protagonists, his name is Alucard, which is actually just Dracula backwards. It's like Dracula's son. So I was thinking that's pretty fucking sick. Like Alucard is sick, but I couldn't just be Alucard. So I was like, I just threw a 4 at the beginning instead of an A, and that's Alucard. So yeah, that's
I think his story is cooler.
That's it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna just use it.
I think, okay, another thing to say about video games, I think that's a really big inspiration.
Oh, hell yeah. Like, there's...
Because we're literally... I feel like me and Darren, like, we've been gamers, like...
Yeah, we're fucking losers.
Probably
we're
you,
losers,
too. Yeah. We've been gamers, like, our entire lives. So, like, I don't know, just all the random games we'd, like, play when we were kids and shit.
Yeah, it's like they have a part, even in the music. Like, we could literally just name drop or refer to any fucking video game that we played, and it'd be sick.
Yeah, like fucking Sly Cooper.
Yeah, that's
and then fucking Chow Garden.
Yeah. And I have, like, you know, Ape Escape in the background of my music video, you know? It's like, it's just like a sick thing, you know? I don't know, there's a lot of places to get inspiration from.
Yeah, like, literally, if you wanted to, like, you could just take it from anything. Like, anything that's, like, around you, you know, that you're, like, into or anything.
As long as if you could turn it into something that you like and it sounds good, then that's it.
There's inspiration everywhere in the world.
Do you guys plan on going somewhere like to like a studio or like like asking someone to help you do it instead of like doing it on your own?
I mean, in my opinion, it would be nice to have people help you and stuff, but right now it's like it just feels good to do everything on your own. Like it just feels accomplishing. But I mean, it will get to that point.
Sometime down the line.
Sometime down the line. But right now, it's just like, I feel like the appeal is like just doing everything
like DIY.
If you guys saw yourself right now, a couple years back, would you guys think you'd be making music like you are right now?
Probably not, no. Like 2 years ago, like literally, I barely just learned how to fucking make beats, you know? It's like, or not even 2 years ago, maybe like 1 year, 1.5 years ago. It's like, it just happened. Like shit was so spontaneous, and I was like, all right. Like,
yeah, like it kind of just started off like something to do, right?
It wasn't like I'm gonna do this. I was like, okay, no, like fuck it, I should just try something new. Yeah. And then shit just happened.
And then, I mean, I don't think I would have been like back in high school and shit. Last thing I would have thought was I would be in like a hardcore band. Like even singing for that shit. And then now, I don't know. I don't think I would have known that I would have had enough drive to like even push that shit out.
Yeah.
type shit.
Is there any music you guys are working on right now that I don't know about?
I've been working on an EP. I have no idea when it's coming. I'm trying to get it done by the end of the month, but it's just really more of the point of, it's like process.
Yeah,
shit takes
just
time.
getting it finished, yeah.
Yeah. And then eventually, you know, Black Swans too. It's by the, I don't know. I think we were like
this year, sometime soon.
Yeah. We have beats already. We've been chilling.
I actually made a couple beats.
Yeah, so
like a couple of days ago.
Stew. Just get that shit out.
Yeah.
Yesterday, honestly,